Alright, well, I finally got my BIOPOD pack in, and this gives you an idea of what they sent me. I didn't realize they were going to send me some of the sphagnum moss, but 100 grams, that's not very much. So I'm glad I bought more, because I seriously doubt that would have been enough to cover the back. These are all the packages. They came UPS second day air. They still feel a little damp, so we got lucky. The weather is very humid and warm, so I'm glad they were being shipped in that. And we got some little clips, which really look like paper clips, and I guess I'm going to figure out how to use these to anchor these plants to the back wall, and I'll start showing some videos up of that here pretty soon. So here we go. We're going to start playing with plants. I'm excited. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm a one-man show here, so I got kind of absorbed. I took all the plants out of those papers, and I broke off the dirt and potting soil that was on it, so I just exposed sort of the roots. They give you these little metal clips. It would be aluminum maybe. Basically, it looks like a paper clip that's been straightened out. But I got that little piece of metal, and I bend them in half, and this is what I'll use to sort of pin these roots up there. So I just kind of horseshoe it right around the base, and then stick it into the sphagnum moss that also has some little slits in there as well. And so far, I've been putting up some green moss, sticking this onto the back. And this part's not too bad. I don't really have to pin that moss. I'm just taking the moss and sticking it into the holes that I have the sphagnum moss in. Moss. I don't know why I say sphagnum moss. I can't say sphagnum moss. Sphagnum moss. Moss, Gerwin, moss. Man, I'm a damn retard when it comes to saying that. But anyway, so here it is. It's sticking in there, and I'm going to pull back. I've put these came in my pack. Every plant in here came with the kit. These are the bromeliads, and everything else, I have no idea what it is. But I know what these are because it said 4, and I've seen them on YouTube, so I know that's them. And then there's some sort of ferns and everything else. So I'm starting to put that green moss, which is living moss, onto the brown base moss. And I'm sort of putting these bromeliads in different places, and I'm digging it. I'm really digging it. So if we watched the previous video, you saw what it was looking like before, and this joker's really starting to come alive. That green added onto that brown moss is making a huge difference, and I'm going to get some more of this up there, provide some different color. Looks like I have some little air plants maybe. I think that's what those are. They're pretty cool. I don't know how the hell I'm going to put that, but I'll figure out something. Anyway, and then this is the moss that came with it. Luckily, I bought 2 extra bags from this company right here, because I've already used up their 2 bags. I'm about to tap into what came with it, so I would have definitely been short on the green moss. But anyway, here we are, about a third of the way done, and I'm enjoying it. It is a pretty picture, just like I imagined it was going to be. So I'll get back on here again a little bit later after I get the rest of it in. I'm not going to bore you with letting you sit here and watch me shove moss into holes. So we'll be back. Thanks for watching. All right, so I completed putting in all the moss, the green moss, and the plant pack that was sent to me that is included with the actual BIOPOD Aqua 2. So this is what I've come up with for right now. I still haven't put any fish in, but I'll probably bring a few fish home tomorrow. Get them going into their new little paradise. So I'm pretty happy. I want some more plants. They gave you just enough where it doesn't look terrible, but Looks pretty good, but I'd still like to work in some more action. Old Bill Huggins turned me on to a place that sells some plants. But I like it. I think everybody already knows that I'm really stoked about this, but you know, this is my creation. Yep. Maybe 4 or 5 more plants and my vision of paradise will be complete. I've got the 3-dimensionality I was looking for. I worked this one plant, little viney action, see if it gets around my spider wood. Created that gnarly look coming out of the back wall instead of being really flush with it. Super impressed with this product so far. I've got really no complaints. I got one little gripe, and that is my Wi-Fi camera isn't operational yet. It says something about, maybe it's because I don't have 2.4 whatever it is, gigahertz or whatever speed, Wi-Fi speed. I'm running like 5, so I don't know. Maybe it's not backwards compatible, but I don't need to look at it through a camera anyway. I'll probably call them and see what the real deal is so I can just have some intel on it, but should only be maybe 1 or 2 more phases, the finishing plants and then my fish, and then we'll do a final looky look in 3-4 months and see what's lived and what's died. But as of right now, I really, really like it. The wife really, really likes it. We both think it's awesome. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful in the house. Everybody's got a fish tank. You got a reef tank. You're not the only one with the reef tank. You got a freshwater discus tank. You're not the only one with the freshwater discus tank. But you got something like this. This is an eye catcher. You walk in and you see that and you just can't help but to see what the hell's going on in there. That's awesome looking. Where's the stuff at? And I'm sure they're gonna look around for lizards and frogs and everything else. But honestly, I don't need any of that. I just like looking at that picture and knowing that it's alive and not fake. Super cool.